Hello and welcome to Kakistocracy. My name is Chris Adams. I am here with Joseph P. Larkin, although it says read the Talmud, so it's a little bit different today. How are you
You can
doing?
even just read some memes that just quote the important parts of the Talmud. You don't even need to read the whole thing. Most Jews don't even read it, but they sure know that they sure know what's in it. You, if you're not Jewish, should know what the fuck is in the Talmud. You need to read the Talmud. I'm trying to
Right.
fucking open hearts and minds around here, god damn it. I could just listen, folks. This whole lie that racism is stupid, or you're stupid or ignorant because you're racist. No, I can't tell you how much smarter I got since I read the Talmud. I'm not stupid at all. Not anymore. I know who
Right.
enslaved me. I know why we're enslaved. I know why I have a bunch of foreigners in my land trying to replace me. It's in the fucking Talmud, people. It's in the Bible too, but you're not gonna. I already know you won't read that because you haven't, and I
Right.
didn't either. I tried to read the Bible, and it was so fucking boring. The first like 2,000 pages are just Ezekiel beget Moses, and then Moses beget Scranton father. I don't know whoever, some fucking guy you never even heard of. Because
Right.
Moses is way in the beginning, and then the rest of these dudes are just guys named Ezekiel and
Ishmael and
Boudin or I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know
And
who they are.
I remember I was in one of these drug camps with my mother, and I read the Bible because I was that it was that exciting there. And but I read Revelations first because that's the most exciting part. That's where death, destruction, white horses, the Antichrist is. That's like all the good stuff in the Bible. So I started there, and I told all these drug addicts, I'm like, "Hey, I read the Bible," and they're like, "Oh, cool. So you started from the beginning?" And I was like, "No, I started at the end." And they're like, "That's bad." I'm like, "Don't you do drugs? Aren't you here because you're a junkie? Like, why are you telling me what to do? I think I can read the Bible any way I want." So yeah, I remember that. That was like
Yeah,
one of
maybe if
those.
they had read the Bible, they wouldn't be in fucking. If they
It
had read
was
the Bible, they wouldn't be in fucking rehab.
yeah, drug camp. It was like a drug camp. You went away camping and like you got to bring your kids. So it was like probably court ordered, I bet. But it was a good time. I had a lot of fun. I got to pretend like I was a swordsman with a stick and chop weeds. It's cool.
Yeah, that's the shit, dude. Yeah. I feel sorry for Native Americans because they never thought to pick up a stick and point it at someone like it was a gun. That could have saved their entire fucking culture. Teach their children to play with guns and knives, not bows and arrows. If you want a revolution, read the Talmud. Oh wait,
They're
I
good.
wanted to talk about something because it's the year anniversary. By the way, there's a lag. I can tell that you're not hearing me in real time. But
Mm,
anyway, we no longer have to deal with the shackles of Zoom, but we still have to deal with the exact same problem that Zoom's created with this other program, I guess.
the internet. It's the internet's fault.
See, you guys hear that lag? Okay. Well, I blame the internet then. But I wanted to
Yeah.
talk about how it's been the year anniversary of the fires, the Eaton fire. The Eaton fire is the one that affected me. I forget what the famous one was. Um,
Palisades fire.
yeah, the Palisades fire. Thank you. I
Mm.
already forgot about it. I just don't care, I guess. Just like the rest of the country, I don't remember anything about the Palisades fires. And I lived here and watched them in real
Right.
time. I don't remember. You don't remember. No one cares. But it got me thinking about COVID because that's another thing I still feel like I'm trying to recover from emotionally because outside of I don't know what it was like outside of California, but here in California, it was a fucking like 2 year long
Yeah.
death march, basically. It
Hmm.
lasted for fucking ever. And I remember talking to my sister, and she said, "What are you talking about? COVID ended in 3 months in Louisiana. What do you mean? What do you mean you're still? What do you mean you're still wearing masks? What are you talking about?" She's
Yeah.
so perplexed, as I am
It,
too.
right.
But I was thinking about it. Oh, excuse me. I was thinking of a funny phenomenon that happened during the quarantine, and I wanted to
Hmm.
ask you if this happened to you too. Did any old girlfriends just jump out jump out of the blue all of a sudden and start sending you direct messages on Instagram too?
No, that did not happen to me. But I don't
Okay,
think
it
I
happened.
didn't
It
end
happened to a
things
lot
good
of us.
enough.
Say,
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. Just not me. I don't think I ended things as probably as good or bad as I should have. And so nobody hit me up.
well, okay. Well, I had a couple hit me up. One of them I know was dealing. I think she was just struggling with her drinking problem,
Mm,
and it had nothing to do with me. The message, probably like an ill-fated attempt at rehab or AA that just didn't work because she didn't even fucking apologize for anything specifically. She just said, I was real drunk and I acted like a jerk. I was like, yeah, no, I know. That's why we're not friends anymore. You dumb bitch. Get clue. Get a clue, crazy Carrie. But anyway, the other chick who hit me up was this chick that rejected me in 2010 when I was breaking up with my ex girlfriend, and I was in a bad place because I didn't just break up with my girlfriend. She started fucking the most popular guy in the alt scene, and then all of a sudden, I didn't have any friends anymore. I had a whole group of friends, and they just disappeared overnight. But we'll talk about that later when we can have a little more privacy, i.e., on Patreon. I
okay.
can't talk about too much of this stuff here out in the open because I don't want to get fucking. I don't want to get. I don't want to get another restraining order tacked onto me. That's completely restraining, like unnecessary and extravagant.
Hmm.
Anyway, I'm dying for the Patreon years. This is going to be so much fun. We can just openly speak, and there's not going to be some fucking cheese ball trying to get information out of us to get us fucking kicked off of YouTube or whatever.
Hmm.
I don't care about YouTube anymore. I want to move forward and get to say what I want to say. But anyway,
Right.
so this chick hit me up during the quarantine, and I'll never forget that time because I kept flying back to New Orleans to try to fuck this woman because we were hanging out a bunch and she seemed to like me. And then one day, her best friend, there's a woman named Jessica. This is a very uncommon thing for a woman to do. She took me out
Okay.
to lunch and she said that girl will never fuck you. Move on.
Mm,
You need to stop coming to New Orleans. You're wasting money. And and so I did. I took her advice, and goddamn, I'm so glad I did. So when
mm.
she hit me up again 10 years later, why do you think she hit me up again? Except for just being lonely and bored during the quarantine.
She was no longer as attractive as she used to be. Is my
She got
guess.
fat.
Yeah.
She got fat, Chris. You're right. But there's an additional part to it, which is even more bittersweet and hilarious to me. Do you know why she got fat?
She got married and divorced.
Her husband died. You're so
Oh,
funny. You almost got both of them right.
damn.
So the reason she wouldn't fuck me in 2010 is because she had a fiance. She was already dating someone.
Right.
The fiance has no idea that I slept in bed with his fucking fiance or that we made out a bunch of times. We did everything
Mm,
except fuck.
right. Okay, that
So
makes sense. That happened to me a couple times in college where I'd kind of get a little bit with a girl, but then found out later she had a boyfriend.
exactly, they wouldn't let the, they won't fuck you, but they will make out with you and do intimate stuff with you. That's the
Right.
girl equivalent of the pump and dump. When Chad fucks you and then never returns your phone call again, he ghosts you. You got pumped and dumped. But you
Mm-hmm.
can't do that to men because you don't want to be perceived as a whore. So what you do is
Right.
you emotionally pump and dump. So like, yeah, the last time I hung out with that chick, she lived in an apartment above a bar in the French Quarter. This is what an alcoholic this person was.
Yeah.
The bars don't close in the French Quarter, okay? So she had to live above a 24-hour bar. Anyway, we were making out in the bar. I was like, oh my God, it's finally going to happen. After a whole year, we're going upstairs to fuck. She invited me upstairs. We're already making out in the bar in front of everybody. We go
Mm-hmm.
up there. We do not fuck. She like brushes her teeth and gets into a nightgown and just gets into bed. And she turned on this like what was that band called? Kings of Leon. She turned on the Kings
Oh,
of Leon Spotify channel. Now, I don't know if you guys know who Kings of Leon is, but they only have one hit song, and it's a song called Sex on Fire. So
yeah.
while I'm lying in bed not getting to fuck, I have to hear this song because it's the only popular song they had. I had to hear it
Mm-hmm.
like 10 times about this song about fucking when I can't fuck her. And finally, around 4 in the morning, I said, listen, we're not doing anything, right? And she goes, no. And I said, I'm leaving. You got to. And of course, she had to get dressed and bring me downstairs to unlock the gate. Okay. She thought she was going to reject me. No, this is the turbo rejection you're going to experience. You're walking downstairs and letting me the fuck out. What
Right.
a fucking humiliating experience.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to fuck me, but you're going to make me listen to fuck music. And you think that this is going to be okay? I said to her, I
Mm-hmm.
said, I have to fucking fly out of here tomorrow and I have to drive back to Slidell to get my stuff. So I'd rather do it right now and go and get to sleep for 2 hours instead of just lying here awake.
Mm-hmm.
Women, like, particularly women in New Orleans, they really know how to fucking waste your time, man. They're really something else. Because I also made me think of this chick that my friend told me he got to make out with her and then he could never go any further with her. And the same fucking thing happened to me with her. And so, but I mean, like, she brought me home to her house and she hid my phone from me so that I had to keep coming back to the house. And finally, I just wanted the fucking, I didn't even want to fuck her anymore. I just wanted the fucking phone. I just want my phone back.
Right.
I had to go back 3 times until she finally just gave it to me. Fucking
Right.
time wasting bitch. She's another one. I had to tell a funny story about her where she and I got fucking hammered at the Circle Bar. Rest in peace, Circle Bar. Great bar. Doesn't exist anymore. And there's some statue that got torn down for being racist, but she and I were standing in front of it, making out and drinking. She's a black chick. I forgot to mention that part. Me and this black chick were making out in front of a notoriously racist Civil War statue. and so and so the next day when I woke up, I looked in the
Mm-hmm.
mirror and my face was covered with blood because we got so drunk I fell down and like there it hit my head and there was just blood pouring down my face. She made out with me with blood on my face and didn't tell me I had blood all over my face. This is how feminism is what a lie. I don't want these women. These women are not equal to us men. I'm sorry. You just let me walk around with you at the fucking Circle Bar, which was a packed out show covered with fucking blood. You weren't embarrassed. You didn't want to say something.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You made out in front of all your friends with a guy who had blood on his face underneath the shadow of a fucking racist statue. What is your major malfunction?
I don't know, but um, that reminds me of a video I saw where I saw this lady complain about a date in 2026. Maybe you'll recognize she. I feel like you've met this woman before.
I'm currently on my way home from a date. First date of 2026. And I have no problems posting this because he told me he doesn't have TikTok. And honestly, even if he did, I wouldn't give a fuck if he saw this. Because this man decided to psychoanalyze everything about me. Everything. He and I met in the wild. We met playing kickball. And we had a really great time. And I was like, oh my God, he's like, cute. And like, we were having fun. So we decided to go on a date.
Can you pause it?
So we did.
Can you pause it?
Yeah.
Can you pause it? The girl with the fiance played kickball with her fiance. There's a certain, yeah, I do know this woman, Chris. There's a certain kind of woman
Yeah.
that I interact with, and they're adults who get drunk and play kickball.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I know exactly what kind of woman this is. And by
Yeah.
the way, psychoanalyzing probably just meant he was just trying to get to know her. Oh, what kind of music do you like?
Oh, we'll
I like
see.
dance. Oh, he's trying to psychoanalyze me about my favorite music. Okay, I'm sorry. Keep going.
And as the date's going on, we're having a lovely time. I'm having a great time. But then he starts getting a little drunker. And that's when the truth starts to really come out. And he was like, psychoanalyzing me. And literally was like, I bet you're on anxiety meds. And I was like, yeah, I am. Like, how'd you come to that conclusion? He's like, you just give those vibes. He was like, you're clearly a very sheltered person. You're clearly somebody who thinks you know everything and like has seen the world, but you don't know anything. And then he just starts going on and on and on about all the things that he's decided about me. In 2 hours, he's decided all of this about me.
Yeah.
To make me feel bad about myself. I have no idea. And he was like, then trying to question me, oh, how many relationships have you been in? I'm like, that's none of your business. He's like, I bet you've been in a lot of situationships, but don't ever have a boyfriend. And I was like, wow, you really just have me all figured out.
He did though.
So we're starting the year off really strong, and I wish I could like make this funny, but at this point,
it is
like,
funny. It's funny.
Like, it's not funny. It's just mean.
It's not mean. It's hilarious.
It's just mean.
She's gonna go home and play with herself now. Yeah, dude, what a bold move on the guy's part. Good for him. Good. This is a guy who's read the Talmud. I guarantee it. Because you immediately put them on the defensive. You got to play their games because otherwise they get to play their. Like, did you hear the story I told you about this woman letting me parade her around while I had blood on my face? I look like the character. There's a scene in The Shining where the one guy has blood on his. That's exactly what I looked like.
Yeah.
And not as bad as Carrie. It was more like the Shining guy, where he's wearing the tux and the blood's pouring down his face. That's what happened because I broke part of my glasses and it stabbed me or something. So it was literally blood coming from between my eyes. This is something that is disturbing to anyone, and yet she just wanted to see how it would play out. They love this kind of drama. Look, she loved it. She loved every fucking second of this guy telling her what it was like. And the funny part, she doesn't recognize that he liked her. He didn't suss her out because he didn't want to fuck her. He was being pretty obvious, I think, because he knew all about you. He knows exactly what his type is, and it's you. He's dated you before. He's played kickball with girls like you before.
Yeah, you're not. Trust me, you're not the first lady on anti-anxiety meds he's been with.
I wish that girls could know that the reason we know you're on it is your personality changes. You're not fun anymore. Your sense of humor goes away. It's just not. I mean, I'm going to say this again for the millionth time. If you feel sad, you feel down, take a walk in the sun. Go outside. Go hiking. You got to be outside. That's what the whole point of the sun. People are taking these vitamin D, like
supplements,
like pills. Yeah, it's like go outside for a fucking half an hour. And you don't want to be outside all day because then you get cancer. You want to be out there for just the right amount of time. That's why there's shade. That's why trees exist. God figured it out for you, dude. He created this nice terrarium for us to wander around, and that gives us all the stuff we need.
Yeah,
if we need companionship, we have each other, or we have pets. It probably is in the Talmud, actually.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that, like, man, just if you have any Jewish friends, first of all, they're not your friends. You just think they're your friends. But if you have any Jewish friends, bring up the Talmud to them and see how they react to it. Just be like, hey, have you ever heard of this thing called the Talmud? Because there's only two things that will actually make them understand morally what's wrong. The Talmud, they know that's wrong. They know what they say in there is bad. And then also the practice of mutilating dicks and sucking the blood out. That's the one thing I've noticed they could never defend. And that's the only time they'll ever go, yeah, you're right. That's fucked up. It's not right to suck blood out of a mutilated baby dick. So one thing that they can actually agree with us is too fucked up for words. It is fucked up. What was my mom thinking? Mom, you got me molested by a fucking Jew right after I was born. What's wrong with you? And by the way, I always like to point out that I had like 3 Jewish girlfriends in New Orleans. You want to know why? Where do you think all the fucking slave ships were docked? Why do you think there are Jews in the South? I can assure you that there were no white Christians on the plantations. You had black Christians who were slaves that were brought here by read the Talmud and find out.
Well, didn't they have the Irish
read
first?
the Talmud to find out who.
And then they
That's
sucked.
in the Talmud too, dude.
Yeah, they had the Irish first.
The Irish
they sucked at it.
We do. There's a problem with the Irish is that you can't control us. We have a bad attitude, and so yeah, you can enslave us to the point where we will build we'll build you your railroad, but we will also get fucking hammered and be hungover while we're doing it, and we'll be calling you a cunt and singing songs about you being a cunt that will be forever in the culture. I mean, even the Pogues were still singing old Irish folk songs in the fucking 80s and 90s. Are you kidding me? We have a pettiness that is persistent. We have a pettiness that will never die. I love that shit.
Right.
Yeah, we'll build you your railroad.
But you'll do a bad job on purpose. But I will say, speaking of music, you sent me this, and I kind of wanted to play it real quick because it was so ridiculous. I feel like I have to.
In straight up San Francisco, it's like you're on a trip. You got the rip when you hanging out with the rune, like you high on the mushroom. What? Cause this is what we do. It's the love. It's the gift straight up from the God above. When you hanging with your friends at the Amador Club, right? And when you got this, it's a flash. It feels like you've got this blush. You're so hot, like it's the gold rush. Cause when you're here, you got the AI. It's so fly. And what's AI? A runes intelligence. That's what we come in.
Yeah, it's that reminds me of, you know what it reminds me of is what's that that play that something Manuel Miranda did about the founding fathers. Hamilton.
Hamilton. I wanted to call it Alexander.
Yeah, no, that's too cool,
dude. Dude, both of those are the cringiest things I've ever seen. That is so gay. By the way, that guy, that little Indian guy trying to spit fire, he is in control of your free speech now. He's the reason why I'm shadow banned. He's the reason why I can't upload videos onto our channel. Not him specifically. I'm talking about that type of person, these tech bros. They call them bros, but they are not bros, dude. They're nerds. No. They're tech nerds. People like Elon Musk. Elon Musk can control whether or not I tell you to read the Talmud, or whether or not you'll ever hear me tell you to read the Talmud. That's not cool. It's unacceptable. These are guys that are too afraid to talk to girls. Okay, they're too afraid to talk to girls, and they're gonna dictate how you can talk to girls on the internet. That's not right. It's gay. It sucks. It's not cool, and you should be mad. You should be angry. You should be angry because they just start with guys like me. They want to silence guys like me first. Then they silence you. You're getting silenced too. Don't ever fucking worry about it. Because you might get girls. They don't want you to get girls. They're afraid of girls, but they don't want you to have them. They'll impede your ability to make money to get girls. They do it to me. They do it to me. They'll do it to you too. But look at these nerds. And this reminded me of a phenomenon I wanted to talk to you about, how pathetic Indians are. The whole fucking continent is pathetic. How on Reddit, of course, they're all over Reddit. Of course, Indians are like first class citizens on Reddit.
Right.
So they have these subreddits. If you're an Indian with darker skin, they teach you how to look smack so you can look like a black guy. And if you're an Indian with lighter skin, they teach you how to look smacks so you look more like a Mexican. This is how much they hate themselves. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. They'd rather be considered black. That's just, I mean, in America, that's crazy. You're crazy. That's crazy. You're a crazy person that you'd rather be black than an Indian in America. But that's how much everyone hates Indians. And you'll hate them too once you have to be around them. And if you're Indian watching this, I know you hate yourself because you'd rather be black than Indian. That's fucking crazy. You are crazy. You want to be a second-class citizen in the country because it's still better than being an Indian.
Right.
They're like, we hated being enslaved by the British. The American British colonies, however, you can enslave us because we want to be black. We want to be enslaved by you, not the British. Damn it! And I love that too. I love that that India was colonized by a group of people who put peas on French fries. Wow,
I
no
know.
wonder you hate yourselves.
Right.
I'd feel so ashamed of myself too.
Or,
We're the
or
opposite of Americans because we didn't put up with the fucking British. We didn't put up with the fucking British. You notice we colonized. We did not get colonized. Just so we know the difference.
well, they also put beans on toast. I mean, that's not culinary masterwork right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, British food is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
That's why tikka masala is so popular there because yeah, of course it's better. They made it out of like rat parts and there's fur in it, but it's still better than boiled pizza or deep fried Snickers bars and shit.
No, that's American.
They love to talk. No, it's not. It came from it's pub culture. See, I'm gonna fucking talk some shit on this because they love to make fun of our culture. It's like no, pub culture is full of fried shit. They were deep frying. Now, I'll tell you what we did, my friend. We deep fried the Twinkie. That's what we fucking did. We took their concept of deep frying the Snickers bar, and I do believe that we Americanized it because, of course, we eat. But it's a better thing to deep fry because it's softer in the middle. I don't know, whatever.
No,
I get where they're coming from because when you melt the chocolate bar, it has like liquid chocolate when you eat it. I get it.
No,
anyway, you're pigs too, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're all pigs.
We're all pigs. I know how you like to talk about music, and I wanted to play this a little bit of it. Did you see Robyn on, I think it was Colbert recently? Do you know the singer Robyn?
R-O-B. Yeah,
Y-N.
R-O-B-Y-N. Robyn.
Yeah, it's the worst thing I've ever seen. But
Show
I think
me love.
you saw
that's
that?
sad because I really had a big crush on her. I haven't seen it. Let's see it now.
Go have a kid on my own, and then my doctor said, "Now, Robyn, who would be your dream donor?" Well, Adam Driver always did kind of give me a boner. She like, yeah, wasn't he great? And don't mess with the zone. I like.
What happened?
Well, not only did she age out of being a pop singer, but she aged out of just like. I'm sorry about that, but anyway, she aged out of people telling her like,
they're
hey,
coming for you.
Yeah, you heard that? You heard the sirens?
Yeah, it's your ride home.
Yeah, but she aged out of people going, hey, this is a bad idea. Maybe we should rework it a little bit before we put it on a television show. I don't want to play too much more of it because it's really bad all the way through. Like no matter which way you go. Like that, you can just everything about this is.
It's just sad. Yeah, no. If you saw her other stuff from the '90s, it was "Show Me."
She was
love,
good.
Show me. It was really, it was very sweet natured, and she had a couple of hits recently too that were good. But yeah, that's not acceptable. You know, at some point you have to recognize you're not a teen queen anymore, and no one wants to fuck you. Madonna needs to recognize that too. I'd love it if Madonna would start dressing like a nun on stage, unironically, or like she's a Muslim. Just cover everything up, please.
Mm-hmm.
Please, no one wants to see your butchered lady parts anymore.
Yeah, we're tired of seeing the alien that you've become. It's weird. Like, and she does get a young boyfriend, but I'm sure she's paying her backup dancer, so he's probably just a gay guy that's a beard.
Yes, I'd imagine she's probably a dyke. There's people like that and Kathy Griffin where it's like, man, I just don't believe that you like dick. I just don't. I think that, and with a lot of lesbians, a lot of them had a lot of dick back in the day, and that's why they became lesbians. They just simply got fucking tired of guys.
Right.
The lesbian I knew from college was like that. The lesbian I knew from college was such a slut. She fucked a guy just because he had weed. He didn't even sell it. This is the guy who had some weed. his name was Doug. This is my favorite guy in art school because he just didn't do any of his work, and one day he actually put his fucking palette up on the wall and pretended that it was a piece of abstract art. And the fucking professor lost his shit on him.
Could I get you to say that again? Because
I just wanted to say
you cut out at about like
I don't.
He didn't do his work or something.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The lesbian. My point is this: that lesbians are not real. They're just women that get tired of men because they fucked so many of them. I've certainly never met a lesbian that has only had sex with other women. They don't exist.
Yeah,
It's the fakest shit ever.
I've never really talked to them. I just know that they're usually. What?
Let's talk about a lesbian right now. I want to talk about a lesbian right now. Okay, see, because I used to think I wasn't opinionated about lesbians because they don't trouble me. Like they're too busy fucking over other women to bother me, so I don't really care about them. To be honest with you, but they're pretty fucked up people. They have a great history of violence. All lesbian couples have domestic violence. One of them is always beating the fuck out of the other one.
The highest rate of domestic violence,
but that's not
per capita.
Yes, but they don't stop there. Let's talk about one of my favorite lesbians of all time, Paula Poundstone. Remember Paula Poundstone?
Yes.
Paula Poundstone, if you look at her Wikipedia, she identifies as an asexual. But if you also look at her Wikipedia, she has been convicted of touching a 12-year-old girl. So
yeah,
I don't think she's asexual at all. She's in fact a predatory monster. But I mean, this shit blew my mind because this past week I'm friends with this girl, and both of us I don't know why this happened, but we both got a wild hair up our ass, and we both watched this very same Paula Poundstone special from the early 90s that I remember watching when I was a little kid. And we were like texting each other quotes from it and how funny it was. And then I was like, shit, man, I wonder what Paula Poundstone is up to these days. And that's like the worst thing that you could do. Because I looked her up and I was like, oh, she got convicted of molesting a 12-year-old. Like that's out of the charts. It's like, what? You you molested a 12-year-old girl? What? And so what you don't know is that she adopted little girls. So she's just been molesting who fucking knows how many children she got away with molesting, and she still got busted for molesting one of them. Still has a career. You can go see her on tour right now. It never affected her career in Hollywood somehow. And in fact, the way I'll tell you what she told people. She said that what happened was she got pulled over for drinking and driving with kids in the car. That's what she told everyone. Well, guess what? That's still terrible. You still fucking almost could have killed a bunch of kids.
Yeah, that's still bad.
She at least had enough. She at least knows that she has enough common sense not to tell people that she molested these kids, which is what she did. Hollywood is just another place, man. Imagine you or me molesting a 12-year-old girl. How would that destroy our lives? We wouldn't be touring comics. We wouldn't be online right now. People wouldn't tolerate it. Why are we tolerating Paula Poundstone for touching children? This is not fucking cool. And it's always these people. It's always these people like Paula Poundstone who pretended to be nice. They pretended to be nice and sweet. And of course, I went down the rabbit hole and I started watching some more Paula Poundstone stuff. And I was like, why is this bitch always talking about Pop-Tarts? Pop-Tarts are for children. Why does this bitch have Play-Doh on their set? Why is there Play-Doh in the background? Because she's fucking kids. They want to tell you so bad. They want to admit it, but they can't. Right. Why the fuck would a 35-year-old woman be so interested in Pop-Tarts, fucking food for children? Gee, maybe it's because she was using it to lure children back to her fucking house to rape them. Even Paula Poundstone is a fucking rapist. That's Hollywood for you, folks.
I mean, her name is Poundstone.
I know.
I mean, that kind of says it right
Everything
there.
About her is so. Everything about her is so creepy when you really look into her story. Like, this person is just disgusting.
Right.
I can't even understand. I always get stuck on this point. 12-year-olds don't have tits yet. What is you're a dyke. You don't want to touch tits? Explain this to me, Paula. PP. Tell me what's going on in your brain, man. You felt up a person who doesn't have tits. Why don't you just fill me up? What's the point?
Yeah, something obviously is very off.
Do you need further proof that they should be killed? That they would feel up a little girl that doesn't have tits yet? Do you not see that that's not a huge problem to have someone like that walking around in society?
No, that's absolutely a problem.
Like, what the fuck? What is appealing to you about touching that?
Right.
Explain it to me, Paula Poundstone, you cunt.
Mm-hmm. And
you fucking bitch.
It's you're right. It's always the people that pretend to be nice. Like I mean, Ellen, we don't know. She didn't do anything with children as far as we know, but she was a terrible person that pretended to be nice. So that's like another example. Or Bill Cosby, who put stuff in women's drinks. Like, these were the nice people, and it's always the nice ones that are usually the creeps in some way or bad in some way. Whereas, like, I think you said it last week where you were saying the guys that seem like they're the biggest dicks are usually the best people behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. They're the friendliest. Yeah. I feel like that's probably what I'm trying to do with my comedy too, is you try to get all your bad feelings out in a positive way. If we can laugh at my bad thoughts and feelings, that's a good thing. It turns a bad thing into a good thing.
Right. Absolutely.
So yeah, I do see that. And then the people that try to hide their darker side, those are the people you need to watch out for. Those are the people that are raping and pillaging and doing whatever the fuck they do.
Right. I remember.
I never understood that people can never. Well, first of all, like, you get so worked up over the fucking Epstein list. Well, why do you think these people became powerful in the first place? Secondly, you need to worry about the people that are fucking running your kids' swim class and shit.
Yeah.
You need to worry about, yes, there's pedophiles there too, dude. Keep an eye out for them, because I don't want to hang around I'm not going to go hang around some other person's kids.
No,
I don't even hang out with the kids I'm related to. I don't hang out with my sister's kids. They're kids. They're not mine. It's just weird to even want to be around them.
I have nothing in common with them.
I'm an adult. I want to be around adults.
Yeah.
Yes. We can't talk about toys. They don't like G.I. Joe from 40 years ago or whatever it was that I was playing with. They don't even know my reference points.
I barely remember what I was playing with 40 years ago. But I will say,
I know exactly what I was playing with.
Well, not 40 years ago. It was like 2. But I
was playing with Paula Poundstone's Pud.
I remember there was this comic that was like complaining about being a nice guy and not being able to get laid. And I remember going up after him and saying, don't be a nice guy. Be a good person, but not a nice guy. There's a difference. You know what I mean? Like have boundaries and stuff and be clear on what you are, but don't, because to a nice person, to most women, is just a pushover. Right?
There's that, but they also know that deep down that the nice guy could just be acting. He could be pretending.
That too.
They know exactly what I was just saying. They know not to trust Paula Poundstone because Paula Poundstone is pretending to be nice. They go, I don't know if I want to hang out with, have you ever seen any woman hanging out with Paula Poundstone? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Or any dude. I'm just saying, like, she was someone whose entire shtick was about just being solitary and hanging out with cats. They should have known something was fishy when she never talked about having a boyfriend or a girlfriend. There's just something weird. You don't have adult relationships apparently because you don't talk about them.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, what a fucking downer. You can't have any heroes in this fucking world, man.
Well,
Paula Poundstone is a child molester. Paula Poundstone is a convicted child molester. You can't have any fucking heroes. That was my hero. I loved her when I was a kid. I would have said she was I loved her enough that I watched her last fucking week. I watched 2 of her specials. Because one of her specials I remember seeing, because it was you had to mail away for it from Pop-Tarts. And this fucking bitch wrote 15 minutes of Pop-Tarts jokes just for this video. So I was totally on board with her. I was like, of course. She's so cool. And then you realize, oh no, she's using Pop Tarts to lure little girls into her house to fuck them and shit. But
Yeah.
I so remember there's a guy on that video. I still remember him from my childhood. His name, his name is Alan Putz. He's Alan Putz was a fucking prop comic. I still remember his props. Comedy is so bad right now compared to the way it was. Like, imagine Shane Gillis building a prop and then taking it on stage. Like forget about him just writing a joke. Now he built something that shows you how the joke works, as if.
Right.
Like Alan Putz, whoever the fuck that is a better comic than Shane Gillis could ever hope to be. Because he can write jokes and he can build stuff too with his hands. Carrot Top can too. Carrot Top's a real man. Shane Gillis is a fag.
And you heard it here first. Because we provide the takes that nobody else does. Well, here's what I'll say about Shane. He's the it guy right now, but give it like 5 to 6 or maybe even 10 years, people are going to not remember him the way they're not going to think about him the way they think about him right now, because he's propped up.
I would say that he was the Chris, he was the it guy 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I never see anyone say anything positive about him online anymore. It's already over. Same with Tony Hinchcliffe, dude. Dude, I'm seeing I guess because we actually made some of these videos, I'm all of a sudden getting all these fucking videos and my suggestions about Tony Hinchcliffe is over. Tony Hinchcliffe is finished. The band quit and this, that, and the other. God. God, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? To have this crap inundated in my life forever?
Well, you talked about it, and so the algorithm heard you. But the thing about that is these people were I feel like they were propped up by a certain segment that thought that they were their voice, right? So people that maybe don't get to see as much comedy as maybe we do, they think, oh, these are our guys, right? They're not part of a certain group, so they must be the good guys. And it's like, if you only knew how these people were behind the scenes, you would realize, I don't know about Shane, but I know for sure, like Tony, you would not, these wouldn't be your heroes at all.
No, you would know how fucking gay they are. You would see them literally like petting another man's hair and shit. You'd be like, I mean, Wub doesn't know this, but I was dragging him around because people thought he was my boyfriend, and they just didn't bother me. None of the female comics bothered me, but none of the male comics did either. He was just a pawn in my chess game of never getting past the store. That was my goal the whole time. For sure, dude. If you're not willing to have sex with their comics, you're blacklisted from any club. That they need to have blackmail material on you, dude. And so for me, they know I won't fuck guys, but they don't know that I wouldn't fuck a female comic and have a bunch of weird fetishes. They want that blackmail material. And if they can't, by the way, if they can't get it naturally, they just fucking make it up. They just fucking make it up. So I've heard crazy stories about myself. I actually think I'm kind of a badass after hearing some of these stories. Like this girl I dated asked me if I'd ever fucked an underage girl, and I was like, "What are you, crazy? Like, you're 35. I fuck you." So so you should have a better idea of what I'm interested in than other people would. But also, what makes you think a teenage girl wants to fuck me? Like, what do you like? This is the weirdest backwards compliment I've ever gotten. Yeah, an underage girl wants to fuck me. Like, do you really think that's true?
Yeah. When I was younger,
seriously, get a reality check. When these listen, when teenage girls see me, they look at the ground. They don't like me.
Yeah.
I look like the guy that their parents warned them about. I guess sorry, keep going.
No, all I was going to say was that even when I was younger, I would always go for older because they were like more fun to get, and you could just do you could.
Well,
it was easier to.
They're easier to get. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're totally easier to get. First of all, you can just go take them to a bar and buy them drugs.
Yeah.
Do you know how fucking hard? Listen, dude. The reason I'm fucking 35-year-old women is because they smoke weed. So that was always a big. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's true. It was a huge factor in my seduction routine. I found alcoholic women that didn't smoke weed but would smoke weed with me, and then they'd fuck me because I brought free weed. I don't know. You can't do this stuff with teenagers. I was joking about this before, but it's real. Like you have to like become friends with their parents. You have to be trusted. Like this is a job, dude. Just fucking adult women for fucking free. With most adult women, if you just bring them to it's better and easier. If you just bring a girl to a fucking steak restaurant, she will fuck you, especially in the modern age. Listen, fellas, listen to the words I'm saying. I'm saying this, even if she's vegetarian and she just gets a salad. The fact that you even put in the most modest amount of attempt. You just made the most modest attempt. You bought them a nice meal and you dressed up for it. They'll fuck you. I'm telling you, the modern guy has no game at all.
Right. I had a girl come over when I had my other cats before these cats, and she hooked up with me because I was like, "You want to come see my cats?" And I got her wine. I made her dinner. It was like we hooked up because of that. Like, and I didn't take her out.
You made an effort, dude. That's all you gotta do. Dude, they don't care about being taken out. They just want to be pampered. There's nothing better. Like, first of all, I mean, you have way more game than I do because I don't know how to cook. I could cook them a steak, but there'd be no side dishes and shit. The whole time just be like, look how pink it is in the middle. It's practically purple. Because that's the only thing I know how to cook. But I'm telling you, even just, I bet you I could get laid just from cooking a single steak for a girl. Dude, if you could just make an effort. That's all I'm saying. And I was thinking about this a lot today because I've been thinking I need to go out and date again. It's been too long. I have a nice TV now. I want to watch movies with girls. And remind me to talk about movies in a second too. So I've been watching good movies finally, and I have some fucking good. I actually have some good recommendations for a change. But I did want to say, like, yeah, I want a girl to come over and hang out with me and my cats and watch a fucking good movie with me. Mm-hmm. And so I'm reminding myself of what it was. I kind of reached out to a couple girls. I told you about it privately, but I won't say on the podcast what the evil shit I did was. But I have to dip my toe back into the thing. And I was remembering all week. I was like, dude, you have to be just like them. You have to work your angle. You have to be prepared to be rejected a bunch. Because during the period of time when I was getting laid, I still got rejected by 5 girls a week or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to be like you need to be like fuck Terminator, just not be bothered and have no emotions. I don't care. Hasta la vista, pussy.
That is the best way to meet people, is just not care if something doesn't vibe, just move on. It's not a big deal. Especially where we live in LA, there's like 1 million people, so whatever. It's actually saving you time. It's better for you.
Saving you time, money, and energy. Yeah, actually, the last date I went on, I took this girl to a steak restaurant. It's called, I won't say the name of it actually because it sucks. Okay. It's overpriced. I don't give free advertisements to people who suck. But anyway, I remember during the meal, I just was telling her an anecdote about how living in Hollywood, so many gay dudes have hit on me that I felt like I understood women and what it feels like to get hit on by someone that you literally have no interest in fucking. And the girl said to me, she goes, "Oh, did you learn about your privilege?" And so not only did we never go on another date again, I just bought her $200 worth of food, for fuck's sake. Not only did we never go on another, that's what my white privilege got you, $200 of food, you fucking bitch. But anyway, so not only did I not take her out on another date, but I spent like the next 5 months texting her and making dates and breaking them at the last minute because she told me I had privilege. Well, I guess I'm privileged to be able to fuck you over this way for the next few months.
I respect that
Dude, imagine
so much.
Imagine throwing on that kind of an attitude when you just got a $200 meal. Dude, I had to pay extra for sides. They didn't. This place is so expensive. It's a Jewish steakhouse. That's how you know it's a ripoff. They make you pay extra for mashed potatoes. Literally every other fucking steakhouse in the world gives you a potato for free. Even the fucking Jewish delis give you a fucking potato for free with your meal. But the Jewish steakhouse says, no, you will pay extra for a fucking bowl of mashed potatoes and no gravy.
Oh, no gravy?
Fuck your garlic mashed potatoes. I want fucking gravy. Yes, this is America, goddammit. We fucking put gravy on our shit. We put our gravy on our steak, our potatoes. We
everywhere.
put it on everything, you bitch.
Yeah.
On our biscuits, even. And we have two kinds of gravy. One for breakfast and one for dinner. Okay? You Jews need to get with the fucking program. You'll notice when you read the Talmud that they don't mention mashed potatoes or side items. The Jews just don't know anything about that shit. I mean, I actually kind of respect them because it forces you to just eat the meat by itself and just enjoy the fucking meat. Because that's what I want to eat. I want to fucking eat meat. I don't give a fuck about your green beans.
Yeah.
Stop trying to fill me up with green beans, you bitch. I want meat.
I don't care about a blooming onion.
Exactamundo. Take it and shove it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So anyways, to go back to the beginning of the podcast, I thought that was so fucking funny that all of a sudden she was interested in getting my attention, but only because her husband died and she got fat. She didn't message me when he died. She messaged me after she got fat too. I thought, man, you must have no respect for me at all. You think that I would fuck you? I'm not gonna fuck a fat widow. What do you think I am? I could do better than a fat widow. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, you're unattractive and you've got emotional problems. Let me just snap you up. Hey, let me go buy some bunk beds so we can sleep in the same room forever. You'll be on the bottom, of course, because you're fat. Do we have any more videos left?
Yeah. Do you want to do one about a cyclist in the road?
Yeah.
Danger at all? What type of vehicle are you in?
I'm in a white Ram.
Okay, a white Dodge Ram. And when you say that you're blocking, then where exactly are you?
I'm in the slow lane right now, doing about 10 miles an hour. I have about 8 to 15 kids in the slow lane. The rest of them are in the breakdown lane.
Okay. All right. Please keep yourself as safe as possible, sir. It looks like we do have additional calls on this. I'm going to go ahead and update the officers with your information, okay?
All right.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. Please keep yourself safe.
Well, I'm going to remove it now because you played music, but that's just annoying as hell. And I don't know, you see it all the time, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, in California, I sure fucking do. Dude, why would you even want to be on the fucking interstate on a bicycle? Like, what's going on here? What's wrong with your brain? They really do think that they're very entitled. They think that no one's going to run them down. No one's going to be on. Mm-hmm. See, I have a different attitude about this kind of shit because I used to be a courier. And what that means is that I would have to be at the fucking courthouse before 5 o'clock to get stuff stamped in on time. And so I was always in a hurry. And it changed my attitude about other people's driving because I was like, if someone speeds up behind me and they're right behind me in my mirror, I just move into the right lane because they're in a hurry. I don't know if that guy has a medical emergency going on or a fucking baby in there. I just get out of the fucking way. So anytime I see these assholes that have bicycles and shit doing this to purposely obstruct traffic, I immediately just think, what a cocksucker. You're fucking with people that have to go to work on time, that have a fucking job. That was my job, dude. I got paid $800 for each trip. If I don't get there on time, I just lost $800. And you better fucking believe no asshole on a bicycle is getting between me and my $800 fucking dollars. Okay? Get your fucking bicycle the fuck off the street. Fuck you and your fucking faggot mobile. Grow up. Right. Grow up. Fuck you. Get a life. What's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
What the fuck are you doing that shit for? No
right.
respect for themselves. No respect for anyone else.
No.
This retard's calling 911. Here's what I'd be doing. And then me opening the window and saying, "You're faggots! You're all gay! I wish your fucking father could see you right now!" This is what I always yell at people who are acting out in public. I wish your fucking father could see you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it to the homeless. I'll do it to anybody, cyclists. There's nothing that embarrasses them more than realizing their father would be so ashamed if he saw him riding a bicycle on the freeway.
Oh,
shit.
No, you're right. You're right. Sorry, one of my cats just jumped up, and I was like, kind of like doing the slow blink thing with them. But anyway,
I saw that.
Oh, you did? I communicate with them. They seem to like me, but anyway, there's also these guys that. Oh, come on! Don't fuck up anything back there, you little bastard. All right, let me play this video real quick. Hopefully.
All right, y'all. Only in downtown LA. Check this out. This dude is just laying in the middle of the intersection.
Oh, you cut the part out that I liked. He says that while the guy is sleeping in the intersection, he saw a cop drive by and not do anything. That's one of the most frustrating things that I see around here. Is someone obviously doing some illegal shit to irritate others, and the cops just drive by, and they never do their fucking job around here. I remember when I lived in Westlake, we would talk about that neighborhood a lot, but I remember one time I was driving and this cop drove up to a bunch of Mexicans that were selling a bunch of sneakers on the fucking sidewalk, and he just jumped on the fucking God mic and he goes, "This is not a swap meet," and drove away.
Right.
But it's true, dude. These fuckers come to the country and turn the fucking entire country into a fucking swap meet. Sucks. You go buy a bunch of stolen fucking socks off the side of this fucking street on a blanket. What's up? What? He's just sitting back there. He's not doing anything bad. I see him.
No, he's good now. I'm always happy when I see him. I love these assholes that made my life more difficult, but also better.
Of course. Yeah. They're the best. Well, I think we're almost ready to get done. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm good. I thought we wanted to talk about movies real quick. Yeah, end on movies.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Of course. I watched a fucking great movie, which I want to recommend. It's on Tubi right now. It's been on Amazon a bunch of times, too. It's called The Swimmer, and it stars Burt Lancaster. And I'm really happy I'm finally watching good movies. It looks like it must have been a Technicolor movie because the colors are fucking gorgeous in this movie. I'm so tired of watching modern movies. Like I watched the newest Alien movie and it was so gray and dark. It's like I can't even pay attention to this. There's nothing to look at. It's ugly. It's dark. It's just not interesting. But anyway, The Swimmer is beautiful to look at. Very beautiful colors. And when it's basically Burt Lancaster has this idea that he's going to swim home from his friend's house. And he's going to do it by sneaking into his neighbor's pools and swimming in the pool and then sneaking out and going home. And it starts off where Burt Lancaster looks like even though he's as old as everyone else in the cast, he looks younger than them. He looks more fit. The first few pools he visits, the people are really friendly and nice to him. And as this movie goes on, each pool gets progressively less comfortable and less fun. And by the end of the movie, it's just a brutal nightmare. But it's just such an interesting movie because when you first start watching it, you're like, man, Burt Lancaster looks really great for his age. And then as the movie progresses, they keep going closer and closer on his face, and you're like, oh fuck, he's old as shit. He's dying. This guy's old as shit. He's dying right now. The Swimmer, highly recommended. And I watch movies like that, and I'm like, they could still make these movies. They just don't. They could still make a movie that's about, you know, something that's a little more personal or maybe a little more obtuse. They could also be using nice colors. I hate all this gray washed horse shit that has turned into modern movie making. It all looks very blue tinted or gray washed. Looks like shit. I hate it. I hate it. I hate black and white photography. I'm sorry. We've been blessed with the opportunity to have color, like glorious digital color, and no one wants to utilize it. Like, fuck this shit. I want to look at nice colors.
The reason I believe that everything looks the same is because of digital filmmaking. So back in the day, when you made a movie, you had to make a choice on what it looked like before the movie was even shot. You had to make decisions. Well, now everything's shot in like a red camera, or what's the other one? Whatever the other ones are. Red's like the famous one, but there's way more now. But they all still shoot the exact same way, so they're lit the same way. So everything's the same. And then also you consider who's buying movies. It's Netflix and all these streaming services, so they want everything kind of the same so they can sell to any of the services. And so through process of money and as well as how everything's shot, everything's digital now. It all just ends up looking the same and boring no matter what you're shooting. It's sad. We've lost cinematography.
Well, you should check out The Swimmer because the first half of it is very colorful, and then it devolves into a grayish, bluish tint. That's I guess that's my point, is that we had the full spectrum of colors and emotions in our movies, that it could start off lighthearted and sunny. And I mean, it's a movie about a guy swimming. It should be filled with basic colors like yellow for the sun and blue for the sky and the water and green for the grass. I mean, I'm a big fan of primary colors. Like you'll notice that there's our logo there, which is just a big bunch of yellow and red. I like that shit. It stands out. Your eyes are drawn to it because that's just it's just the natural order of things. Our eyes want to look at things that are colorful. That's why birds are colorful. That's why the sky is colorful. That's why grass and trees are colorful. They're supposed to draw us in. I don't know. Long story short, modern movies are just shit. That Alien movie was so hard to sit through because I don't like any of the characters. None of them stood out. It was insane. Right. I don't even know what ethnicity any of them were. They all look like they were mixed race babies. None of them have an interesting. And you called it, dude. It was so funny because I said that there was this black guy that looked exactly like the black guy in the Star Wars movie, and you go, I bet he speaks with the English accent. And sure as fucking shit, they reprogram him halfway through the movie, and he starts speaking in a fucking English accent. Like, this is such a clear example of propaganda. They're just trying to foist all these fucking non-whites on you with these very pleasant, posh accents that make you forget the fact that they reinforce this again and again, that the black guy fucking sells them out. So he's not like them. They make it clear to have this be a plot point that he's not actually like them and they can't trust him. I don't know. There's Hollywood is filled with so many interesting mixed signals where that on one hand, they're like, black guys are cool and non-threatening, but you should never ever fucking trust them. They will fuck you over. They will 100% fuck you over at some point. I don't know if you've seen it. You might not even know what I'm talking about, but if you have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Right.
There's a black guy that's in Aliens all of a sudden. There were no black guys in any of the other fucking movies. There's a black guy there, and he's such a non-threatening, well-spoken young man. God,
I think
I want my daughter to date him.
there was one in the first one, but he got killed pretty quick.
Yaphet Koto. That's a great actor, and that's a guy that didn't play to the stereotype that they were
No, he just
trying to
played
make in
a
the new
guy.
one. They've tried to. He played a regular working class black guy, but now in the recent memory, they've tried to turn black guys into this like. It's a new stereotype which does not conform with reality. People like Marlo Stansfield in The Wire, all the black characters in The Wire, these super intelligent ghetto thugs who also play chess. They did this in The Sopranos too. These fucking black thugs who live in the ghetto and shoot people, they also play chess. They're really smart and strategic. So many weird mixed signals they send us in the modern age. It's bizarre as fuck. Yaphet Koto, there's nothing to deny there. He's a working class black guy. By the way, watch him on Homicide: Life on the Street. He's a working class black guy there. He's a real person that actually conformed to a stereotype which was real. Now they don't even bother to present reality to us. They present the opposite of reality to us consistently.
Right.
A working black, like a posh black cyborg. Why would they even make that? Get the fuck out of here with this shit. I mean, you could be making some interesting thoughts. You could be making some interesting statements about racism and why they would feel the need to make a black servant cyborg. Okay, you could have done that, but you didn't. So what was the point of that? What were you trying to tell us? What's the point of this shit? If it's not going to be real, give me a reason.
Exactly. And on that note, I think we've exhausted the hour, but I think it was a good episode. So I hope all of you have a good weekend, and I hope you have a good weekend as well. Thank you so much.
I hope so too.